Hey guys, Dan the man with Raulston Acres. What about some extra things you can do on the Christmas tree farm? Let's talk about that. Sometimes I get questions about, well, okay, I'm growing Christmas trees and I have people coming on the farm. What are some other things that we can do to keep people entertained and maybe sort of have a little side hustle or a little extra money coming in? One of the things that you can do, and some farms do and some farms don't, is to do a hayride. I'm filming right here in front of my hayride wagon right here. Uh, Hayrides are okay. Caution you one thing: make sure that you check with your insurance carrier for your farm to make sure that you've got liability insurance that's going to cover people that will pay for a hayride. You can charge as much as, depending on how long you take them, $5 a head, whatever, to go out and to hook it to a tractor and take them around the farm, and maybe they get to see backside of the fields and maybe some of the smaller trees and bigger trees or whatever other attractions you might have. But the hayride is a popular attraction on a Christmas tree farm. Now, some farms use the hayride extensively, and that's great. Sometimes they'll carry as many as I know I've had is on this wagon here, which is about I don't know, 25 feet long, 26 feet long. I can get maybe, I don't know, 25, 28 people at a time on this wagon and take them around for 15 minutes or so, and that's great if you've got the labor, the manpower to drive that tractor, to watch the people, to make sure that they sit down and follow the rules and that kind of thing. Another is it has a direct result to your parking. You know, when people come on the farm, they're going to spend a certain amount of time cutting their Christmas tree, purchasing their pre-cut tree, whatever. But there is something to be said for the fact that they're going to be, um, uh, parked in your parking lot for a extended period of time. Sometimes, okay, how do you extend that period of time? With hay rides and with other things that they can do, which enhances their experience. That's what we sell is the experience, right? We've said that in other videos. That's what we sell is the experience. So it enhances that experience, but it also has them uh, spend a longer time at the farm. And some people say, well, that's quite all right because then they can go to my gift shop and they can go to this, and it enhances the experience more. That's great. But the longer they're in that parking lot, the longer that they're going to be here on your farm. Yes, maybe the more money they spend, I don't know, but the more enhanced the experience. Yes, but it's tying up parking space. So there have been some farms that have backed off of the hay rides simply because they have to evaluate the money earned from the hayride versus the fact that you may have a customer and don't have a place to park. Their parking may be limited. So COVID, when it hit a couple of years ago, that deterred a little bit of things from the hayride too. People trying to disperse, keep 6 foot apart, and all that stuff that we went through in the COVID years. But uh, to be honest with you, uh, the hayride is a great outdoor experience, and a lot of people never get to ride on a wagon. As a boy, riding on a wagon meant, okay, it's hay time. It's time to stack hay and all that. Wagon riding wasn't a huge deal. To people today, it is. So that's one side hustle you might want to consider. And like I said, you tie up a worker, but if you're moving a lot of hay rides during the day, which we have done, it might be a profitable experience for you. Let's take a look at another one. Okay, here we are down at the small barn. I was going to tell you just a little bit about another thing that you can offer during your Christmas season, and that is Santa pictures. When I was growing up, you had all the malls and stuff around. You had a Santa at the mall, and you got drugged down to get pictures with a Santa. Well, it's a little different this year. I guess you still have the mall Santas, but I'm seeing a lot of things happen where you've got Christmas tree farms with Santa coming to the Christmas tree farm and taking pictures there. So That's one of the things we did last year, and we're going to do it again this year, and that is have Santa pictures. Now, the way we're going to set it up is one of two ways. One way is to have pictures that the customer can take themselves. Santa's going to be set up inside our barn right here, and they're going to come in a door or a side door over there. They're going to pay for their time with Santa. Usually it's about $20, $25 for about 2 or 3 minutes of pictures. And Santa will be set up. We're going to have that really dolled up as some really nice looking Christmas scenes. And the customer can take their pictures with their family and Santa. In there, we have a couple of workers down here modified, not modifying, but working with the Santa and the customer to make sure they get the proper procedure in place. And that is one way. And you do that with a good Santa, one that's got, the good beard and the good suit. And sometimes they cost a little bit, but you can rent a Santa, so to speak, and do a real good job with the pictures that way. Another is to have a professional photographer come and take the pictures. And basically, you're going to work out an arrangement with that photographer for a portion of the sales of pictures and have them set up inside here. We have photographers that come on the field, obviously, at different times, and they'll bring a Santa with them, and have pictures in the field. But this is why you're open and you have customers coming through here. It enhances their experience here at the Christmas tree farm. That's one way. Professional photographers. That's the second way. So let's look at one more or a couple more ideas that we can have that might enhance the customer's experience here on the Christmas tree farm and provide you some extra income. Okay, one other um, experience I think that is good for the customers that will give you some extra income during the Christmas season is going to be the concession stand. We have my assistants here in the concession stand, and I'm going to take my mic off right here so you can hear what they're going to say here in just a second. But as far as the things that we will offer in here, things like kettle corn, popcorn, water, soft drinks, little snack cakes, this kind of thing, that will enhance the customer's experience at your Christmas tree farm and provide you with a source of a little extra income. Yes, you've got to stock your store, but you know how to work the markup so that you can make a profit. Uh, Lucy, what do we have over there on the side over there?
It's the popcorn machine that makes all popcorn.
Okay, popcorn machine. Now, why do we have a popcorn machine in a concession stand? Besides, people like to eat popcorn.
That would get the people interested.
That'll get the people interested because they can smell the popcorn popping. We're going to appeal to all the different senses that we have, and the sense of smell is very important. And by smelling that popcorn, it gets people in the mood to buy and eat popcorn when you smell it. Also, we have specialty hot chocolate that we make. The hot chocolate is a big seller here. We used to give it away when we first started. We would give the hot chocolate away as a means of just enhancing the experience. But after you've grown to where I don't know, last year we sold 1,700 trees, and we also had probably a little over 5,000, maybe 5,500 people come on the farm. It's hard to absorb uh, 2 or 3 thousand doses of hot chocolate. So we got to selling it, and people don't mind. They buy the hot chocolate for the experience. Um, but the hot chocolate, we also sell some peanuts, just anything that they can snack on that would help their enjoyment here at the Christmas tree farm. There's one other one other piece of equipment that is important. It doesn't make any money, but it does help us run the show. What would that be? Say it again.
The walkie-talkie.
Walkie-talkie.
Communicate with them around the entire farm.
Okay. For communication throughout the farm, I can have one. Some of my main workers can have one. And basically, we are able to communicate cashier with concession stand with gift shop, wreath shop, wherever we are in the field. This right here is worth the investment. And I think we've got as many as about 14 of these around. Of course, we're a little bigger, But just starting out, you need to have some walkie-talkies, no matter what size you are. Okay, with that all together, let's look at a couple of more areas that you might can enhance your profit experience on a Christmas tree farm, whether you're a beginner or an established grower. One other thing that you can do, or at least a couple of things that you can do to enhance your profitability on your Christmas tree farm during season, is to have a
Gift shop.
gift shop. The gift shop is located right through those doors right there. We're going to take a picture of it and walk around just a second. And there is another one that is probably even before the gift shop, what you can make for the people that is besides the Christmas trees is a
Wreath shop.
the wreath shop. The wreath shop is very, very popular. And we have a lot of people, maybe they don't want to buy a tree for whatever reason. And they decide, you know what, I can have a wreath. I can't take care of a tree during the season, but I can take care of a wreath. Wreaths, we sell a lot of wreaths during the year, and it does enhance the experience that people have by coming on the farm. Let's take a quick look. Okay, one other thing that in the wreath shop that we have, and we'll have the wreaths displayed on these posts that stick out from the wall, and you can see some of the wire rings that we use for the wreaths at the top. Uh, People like the making the wreaths, and then we're going to pan around here to the side, and Lucy, I want you to show. I know everything's not decorated right now, but she is going to be standing at the wreath table. Wreath table. Get behind the wreath table and show them where they stand at the wreath table most of the time. When they're making wreaths, they'll stand back there and they make wreaths right there. And that also enhances the experience of coming to the Christmas tree farm. In this video, we have talked about at least 3 or 4 different ways that you can enhance your profit experience on the Christmas tree farm. One, of course, is the hay rides. Another is Santa pictures that you can do one of a couple of ways, either professional photographer or with the customers taking their own pictures. Another would be the wreath shop that we advise you to take advantage of. And then also is a gift shop. Gift shop's probably the one that's going to take more capital to start up, but it also can enhance it. And like I said, anything we're talking about here that maybe you can't quite see your way through when you're first starting a Christmas tree farm, it will come with growth. As I've said many, many times in other videos, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So you may start with the hay rides. You may start with the Santa pictures. You may also start with the wreath and then go into one of these others. But anything that you can do to enhance the experience for the customer, and while you're doing that, it also makes extra money for you, will be an ingredient for success on your Christmas tree farm. Well, thank y'all for watching. We do appreciate it. Please hit the subscribe button below if you haven't already subscribed. Also, there's a thumbs up button there. If you like the content of these videos, if you'll give me the thumbs up, that's an encouragement that we also would love to have in doing these videos. Also, the comment section, if you want to comment on any particular video, or if you want to tell us some things that you'd like to see, we'll try to incorporate that with our videos as we go throughout the summer and into the fall and head toward the Christmas season. So all that we do appreciate, and we will see you next time on Farming Around the Christmas Tree.